Hello, welcome. There's that bush that's never high texture, even on high vegetation details. Oh, you're gonna make me follow you, aren't you? You didn't listen to a word I said in the last stream. The worst part is he's not even talking to me on this journey. Come on, let's get there. Don't like following fucking NPCs around the map. Just give me a waypoint and tell me to meet you there. We're clearly on the phone to each other. Why can't I just drive there? Why do I have to wait for his stupid ass to like speed up and get there first? When he stops taking stupid selfies next to his bloody car. If you open the window and put one of the fans, like a desk fan, on the floor underneath it, blowing into the room, and then have like a pedestal fan or like another desk fan, sort of like chest level in the door of the room, blowing out of it. So I have a desk fan on the floor, circulating that cold air that's coming through the window and dropping, because that's what cold air does. And then at about chest height, have another fan aiming up out of the door and cycling. And you end up in this situation where all of the warm air is getting pushed out and cold air is getting sucked in. It's great. I do like the Burnout influence in this. Like, you can tell what the like developers used to make. Okay, that's weird. Why is that area off limits? And if it could stop spawning me there, look at that. It's spawning me in a place that is impossible to get out of.
You know, this track knocks a lot of good drivers on their ass.
Did you see that shack just fall? Let's see if I remember how to do this.
Nice angling.
That wasn't nice angling, that was miscontrolled. See, that annoys me. This game just sort of compliments you for things that aren't good. Her missions are at night, aren't they? She's the come see me at night because nighttime. Is there a way to find out what kind of car setup we need for these? Because all this shows me is my current setup being near drift. I'd like to know what kind of setup she wants for these missions. The map is the best size for a Need for Speed game that I've seen in years. Almost all of it is utilised. It doesn't feel like it takes an hour to get from the city to the middle of nowhere, whereas Payback, you start off in the city, go out to your airfield thing, and it seemed to take forever just driving on the same bit of road that never changed. And that's always the sign that a map is too big, and big for just being big, whereas this map feels refined. I was trying to put her into that lorry. And why are the characters so annoying? Why do they all have to be like, oh, made you look? No, you're just irritating. Be quiet, let me drive. Every single checkpoint I go through, there has to be a remark. Why? Why? Oh, I'm going off-road, am I? No? Okay. Well, you didn't really make that one clear as to where I was going, did you, game? Oh, she's in the passenger seat. I didn't even realise. I just thought she was being annoying over the radio like she normally is. After the first 10 minutes of cutscenes, I've just been skipping them all. Just because, quite honestly, I'm bored with EA trying to have a story when they don't know how to write a story. Like, they just don't. They try and write story. Doesn't work. All I've found so far in the 10 minutes of story I've actually watched, you know, through cutscenes, is that I can't stand any of the characters. They're all irritating little asses, and I'm so glad that she got her car taken away from her, because she annoyed me by making me follow her to a location, and it took her like 10 minutes to drive there. Hang on a minute. There's a light blue box in the drift street section on that. No light box on that. I think the light box might be something to do with what setup you need. See, these are the things that the cutscene should be telling you. Not, oh, she got her car taken away. Like, the happiest moment was her car getting taken. If all the characters could also have the phones confiscated, that'd be brilliant. Just so that I don't have to hear them. Yeah, EA really should stop trying to make me listen to the story that they put into things. Okay, we just got 10,000 while not being anywhere near the road. Oh look, police. Bye-bye. That is the first relevant thing he said. Can you just pretend that it's challenging you a little bit? The answer is no, I can't pretend that it's challenging me a bit, because amazingly, the drifting in this game actually feels okay. And again, something I've not been able to say about a Need for Speed game in a long time. Because the last time it felt nice was original Most Wanted. And so I got excited for Need for Speed Carbon because they made a point of it being, oh, this is going to be all drifting and it's effectively Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift because that film had just come out. And so they were playing up to the hype of that. Just sort of, they've ruined the drift mechanics in that game. So it just sort of was such a letdown. If they remade Carbon, I think it'd do well. Let's go in the water. Look, busting. I was doing 30 miles an hour. Like, they can bust you at 30 miles an hour. How are you getting me out of the car at 30 miles an hour? I've played a little bit of Forza Horizon 4. It does seem fun. The only problem with it is it sort of forces DLC down your throat, but also it sells out a lot. So it feels like it pushes a lot more product down your throat than other games. Oh, great. Here he comes. And I can't skip it. Oh, am I meant to, like, crash into him then? Oh, whatever. See, this entire thing doesn't really tell me what I'm meant to do. I assume I'm meant to keep on crashing into him, but somehow going really slowly affected him more than me actually slamming into him. So, go figure.
This trunk just sprung a leak.
Seemed to have broken his car.
Gotta get back to the garage.
I'm going to follow her and see if she actually goes back to the garage. To the garage. Because, I mean, we're only 2 corners away from it now. I mean, she can't drive in a straight line, so I think she might be drunk. Okay, this is the garage. We're here. Hey, look at that. I mean, she crashed into the damn thing, but that's quite impressive. Well done, EA and Ghost. I'm impressed with that. That's very good. She actually drives back to the garage. I can't remember the last game where a character said, I will meet you at a place, and then went and met me at a place. Okay, I'm trying to skip. Thank you. Don't care about any of this. The story is the most boring part of this entire game, apart from the characters, who are also incredibly dull. Including the player character, who is the dullest of the lot. Look, that is not a Subaru. It isn't. It goes by 2 other names, and neither of those other names are Subaru. That just screams, I'm going to kill you now. Like, a lot of the cars in this game and a lot of other Need for Speed games, you will notice, are actually the same car. So here, we had the Skyline, GTR V-Spec from 93, or the GTR V-Spec from 99. They're basically the same car, but they've been able to put them in twice and say, we have an extra car in our game. So it's little tricks like that that these developers do that up the car number in games, when really you're still only getting a few. Like 2 Mitsubishi Evos. The Evo 9 and the Evo 10 aren't really that different. I don't know if it's just because they're rarer than the normals, but I don't like the Fox body as much. I mean, I don't like the 90s Mustang that much, really, but the Fox body looks like it's been reversed into a shed and someone's forgot to stop. Could not care less about that. This is what I love about these games. It gets to this section and I'm just like, I don't care about your cars that all look the same. Like, I don't want to own any of them. That is the most interesting sports car that I've seen so far in this top end. The Corvette ZR1. And that's only because it looks like someone attacked it with a hatchet first. Look at that. How boring is that? I'm sorry, it just is. So we've already had one Aventador. Aventador, Aventador, Aventador. No, that's 4 bloody Lamborghini Aventadors in the game. So instead of saying we have a Lamborghini Aventador, we have 4 Lamborghini Aventadors. That puts your car count up, doesn't it? How many 911s have we passed? Which are all just Volkswagen Beetles. And they've included the Beetle as well, so one of them was just a convertible. That was the only difference. Even EA and the rest of the developers know that Need for Speed Most Wanted, the original, was the best game that they made, even over Underground 2, because the car from the box art is still here. Every single Need for Speed game since Most Wanted has had that damn car in. The 2006 M3 GTR Limited Edition with the blue and white swoosh. I think there's like 2 games since 2006 that don't have that car in. The rest of them all have that car. EA cannot let go. And the problem is, it's not even that good a car. It was pretty shit in Most Wanted. There's nothing that the Lambo can do that this car can. I'm going to have like a 4-car garage. I'm going to get one of the Lancer Evos. I'm going to grab both of the Subarus. And I'm going to have this Ford Mustang 65. All you need. And at that point, that's when you can start doing the thing of making one of them your drift car, one of them your race car, one of them your... Well, I guess you don't need a drag car anymore, do you? Because they've got rid of that one. Whoops. Yeah, that's right. We only just got that, but it counts. Only just making it means that we still made it. Really? He crashed into me. I'm sorry, but he just did. That was not my fault. If he hadn't been driving like a lunatic... Hey, off he goes. Idiot. Move. See ya. I love how trees are made of cardboard in this. Did you just disappear? Hold on a minute, am I driving this Subaru? Have you given me a Subaru? They've given me a Subaru. Move. Everybody move, including you. Okay. This game just got better. I imagine I don't get to keep it, though. I imagine they do what they did last time, and they pull the bait and switch, where I get to drive the nice car, and then go, oh, by the way, here, have your choice of 3 different rubbish cars. Don't worry, we'll make one that's even better than this one, which shouldn't be difficult, because this one's quite slow. I still think the controls need work, so the double tap on the accelerator to activate the drift thing, not good. Let me have my handbrake as the way to activate drifting. Let me tap the handbrake as I turn into a corner, because that way I can slow down for a corner without drifting round it every time. It was a silly place for them to put it. Like, if anybody had put any thought into it, they'd have thought, why don't other games do this? Oh yeah, because it's a silly idea. These must be the last place, guys. What do I have? I have 2 more boosts left. Sorry, why not? Let's try and lap them. Hello. Oh, bit of tree just fell out of the sky. I want my control of the NOS back. You know, where you can sort of just like hold the button for as long as you want, let go, and then use it again straight away if you need to. I don't like this one-shot wonder nonsense. I didn't mean to press that button, but sure. You know this thing where you hit the button and it goes mental and you have no fine control over it? Don't like it. Don't approve. Give me my fine control back. Where you used to hold L1 to like fire off the NOS for a few seconds. As much as I love Intel, and I do love Intel, AMD just have better options. They just have better options at the minute, which is great because it'll force Intel eventually, when they get their head out of their ass, to make something good, because they've been sat on the thumbs for too long. But AMD definitely have the best price to performance ratios at the minute, so I would go AMD all the way, as you can probably tell in the way I have done. Like, every system I've owned from my first one up to just before I upgraded this, minus one of them, minus the first build I ever did, but that's because AMD had really ridiculous like value options in the APU series, has been Intel based. Every system where I've known what I've been doing has been Intel, until these. But yeah, you take your time, job done. You hear that? The hell is that? Move your stupid car out of the way. But yeah, so that's going to do it for this one. We are live over on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 4 PM UK time. Highlights and other videos go up on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday and Friday as well. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Discord server is up. You should come join us on that. And yeah, that about does it. So, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. And I will see you in a bit. Goodbye.